the rituals that make you rich, and the truth that makes you free. We're moving through a week thick with memory and resistance. A national blackout spanning November 25th to December 2nd. A collective refusal to fuel corporations that extract, exploit, or erase. A week held in the long shadow of Thanksgiving. A holiday many are encouraged to celebrate, and one that Indigenous communities continue to mark as a national day of mourning. And inside all of this, something else is happening too. People are pausing. People are recalibrating. People are asking harder questions about where their money goes and what their dollars endorse. And that matters, because integrity in money requires integrity in context. We don't grow prosperity by pretending the landscape is neutral. For those of us who build with intention, the rebel healers, the change makers, the ones who refuse to abandon their values, money has never been neutral. Receiving has never been neutral. Ritual has never been neutral, because every dollar has carried power, even when we moved unconsciously. And now we're shaping that power into design, into direction, into the future we are intentionally calling into form. So instead of adding to the frenzy of this week, instead of pretending that the landscape is clean or uncomplicated, I choose presence. I choose truth. I am choosing to guide you back into practices that keep you resourced, clear, and unshaken, because the rituals that make you rich are also the truths that make you free. Receiving is a structure, not a mood. Receiving is not an accident or a blessing dropped at your feet. Receiving is an infrastructure, a system your body, your business, and your energy must all participate in. And just like the reefs, those delicate interdependent ecosystems where every species signals the health of the whole, your willingness to receive is shaped by the stability of the environment you're standing in. When reefs thrive, manta rays glide through with effortless grace, following currents that nourish and sustain. When the reef collapses, even the most elegant life loses its rhythm. Your prosperity ecosystem works the same way. Every system in your business, from pricing to boundaries to scheduling, is part of that reef. When one piece collapses, your receiving collapses with it. Receiving is not the beginning. It is the visible expression of how well your internal and external systems support you. It is how your nervous system allows space for increase. It's how your calendar makes room for abundance. It's how your business organizes itself around your capacity instead of your fear. Receiving is a technology, a discipline, a devotion. And it becomes easier when you name the truth of it. Your life expands in direct proportion to what your ecosystem is built to hold. Not through grind, never through forcing, through attunement, through willingness, through the 1,000 tiny choices you make each day that signal, I am ready for more. This is the reef restoring itself, the structure strengthening, the waters clearing, the currents stabilizing, the abundance returning. This is your prosperity ecosystem sustaining you again. This is you becoming the manta ray, gliding, receiving, held by a system that finely, deeply, profoundly supports your full movement. Ritual is how you keep what you've built. Rituals aren't superstition. It's also not religion. Ritual is a pattern. Ritual is coherence. Ritual is you honoring your system with consistency so your business can rise on something stable. Ritual is what protects your time, giving you structure, spaciousness, and rhythm. Ritual is what steadies your energy, allowing you to show up resourced instead of depleted. Ritual is what expands your capacity so that you can hold more without collapse. And ritual is what ensures your cash, the inevitable outcome of coherence, flows from alignment instead of urgency. Ritual is your ecosystem's ongoing nourishment. It is the tending, it is the returning, it is the remembering. Ritual is your refusal to forget yourself or put yourself last. Ritual is where capacity becomes cash. And for rebel healers, for those of us conditioned to overgive, override, and over-sacrifice, Ritual is the most efficient way to come back into relationship with our own power without abandoning ourselves in the process. Receiving is political. Ritual is liberatory. In a week where millions are withholding their dollars as an act of protest, as an act of memory, as an act of justice, you are also being invited into a deeper truth. Your financial stability is a refusal. Your overflow is a reorientation. Your prosperity is a reclamation of your full agency. And the way you receive is the way you participate and partake in the world. When your prosperity ecosystem is tended, receiving becomes a natural consequence, not a miracle. Ritual is what keeps you aligned. Receiving is what keeps you resourced. Together, they form the architecture of a prosperous, principled life. The rituals that make you rich. Here are the rituals that build wealth without burnout, clarity without chaos, and expansion without self-abandonment. The rituals that keep your ecosystem thriving. The ritual of seeing your numbers, even when you don't want to. Clarity is the first form of self-respect. The ritual of choosing one priority each day that moves everything forward. Not the most urgent priority, the most aligned. Do that first. The ritual of pausing before you say yes, to feel if the yes is real. Capacity grows when your boundaries do. The ritual of celebrating every win, small, quiet, unexpected. Celebration is full spectrum light for your system. The ritual of holding your desires with both hands. Naming what you want is how the path reveals itself. The ritual of circulating money consciously. Your dollars are votes. Cast them with intention. The ritual of receiving with your whole body. Letting it in is leadership. These rituals make you rich because they make you rooted. They make you powerful. They make you unshakable in a world built on instability. They are the currents your manta ray self glides upon, steady, supported, majestic, and magical. And if you've been following along, if you've been journeying with me through these daily explorations of your prosperity ecosystem, you've likely already felt things shift. Your relationship with time softening and becoming more intentional. Your energy stabilizing and rising. Your capacity expanding without pressure. Your cash responding with more coherence and clarity. Your receiving center beginning to open as the ecosystem strengthens. These are the exact movements your prosperity ecosystem is designed to create. This is the power of tending your ecosystem, holding your truth, choosing your rituals, and remembering your power day after day. These rituals are the currents you've been cultivating, one breath, one choice, one reckoning, one reawakening at a time. Reflection prompts. Which ritual feels like it's calling to you right now? Where is your receiving center beginning to open, and how's that showing up? What prosperity ecosystem pillar feels most supported today? The time, energy, capacity, or cash? What practice would make your future self exhale with relief? Daily affirmation. I rise with a power that refuses to shrink. I welcome wealth that amplifies my design and intensifies my leadership. I choose rituals that sharpen my brilliance and expand my capacity to hold even more. I allow abundance to claim me deeply, fully, boldly, and without restraint. I stand in the truth that my prosperity reshapes the world around me. Postscript. Profit is protest, and your rituals are the architecture of the prosperous future you're choosing to build. And if you've been following along on your podcast platform on Substack without actually subscribing, please tap the subscribe button. The Prosperity Ledger Collection drops tonight, and only subscribers get it. You don't want to miss it. Enjoy.